everybody, welcome to On a Daily. My name is Miss Cosmo. This is Thabiso Khati, aka Hip Hop Scholar, and this is DJ Sabi, the best to ever do it.
Yeah, this is a show where we keep you informed on culture.
Hey, yo, man, this is where all the genres come together. What's popping on the streets on the daily.
Yes, and what's popping on the streets right about now, there's a lot happening on social media, and we're just going to dive into some of those topics and try and see exactly what's actually happening. So obviously, you know, your boy Casper's always in social media, always has something to say, and this time he's actually might have a valid thing to actually scream about. Apparently, Outsurance used one of his terms that he had in the Tito Mbomini song. They used the shasha within one of their campaigns, and he's like, yo, where am I gonna get my check? Someone needs to cut something. So do you guys think he actually has a case to stand on, or do you think Outsurance needs to pay back the money?
Yo, on my end, look, I feel like who cares? It's not the first time this is happening, but I don't think there's any leg for him to stand on this time around. Like, they didn't use any of the visuals from his product. Also, they gave him a courtesy call. They're like, yo, bro, that shasha thing is nice. We want it.
They called him.
Yeah, they called him. He even said it on Twitter.
Apparently they called him, but I mean, my take is completely different, man.
Yeah.
We cannot allow these corporates to continue to culture vulture us. I mean, look, if you actually acknowledge that you are taking his shasha, then at the least get him involved as a behind the scenes somewhat and pay the guy. He created that. That's his IP, that shasha thing, right?
Were they not trying to do that when they called him?
No. They were telling you, informing you.
Oh yeah, they were
so
courtesy call.
Yeah, the disrespect.
It wasn't like come through and let's have a chat.
No, there's the disrespect.
Okay.
Like, listen, you know what? You at the end of the day, you're just an individual. We are Outsurance. We are this.
No.
So for me, that's just so disrespectful. Don't even call me, right? So. Yeah, why are you calling me? He cut me a check.
Bro,
no.
On my end, look, right? Shout out to them for reaching out to the homie. It would have been bad if they did what they did to him the last time we actually saw the product. I forgot which brand it was. We actually all saw the product, and then people started hitting him up, and then he reached out to the brand and like, yo guys, what y'all did was not right.
But apparently, isn't that the same situation with this one as well? Because apparently a fan actually tweeted him and said, hey yo Cass, did you know about this? Or maybe I think they were bigging him up or whatever. I don't know, whatever the case may be, but that's how we found out on social media before they gave him the call. So when did they give him the call? Because that's actually quite important, as Tavis was actually mentioning, to say at the end of the day, if a corporate's going to get involved with something that's got to do with the culture, can you at least give credit due to where you actually got that that idea from?
And credit is a check.
Yes.
Like no, but wait.
Pay
keep your
back
phone call.
I
don't care what the phone call.
I think we need to get to a point where our artists, if they understand their IPs have shifted the culture to a certain degree, then you gotta patent that ish. You know what I mean?
Do you know how long it takes to patent?
But you can't patent every lyric. You can't patent every lyric. Shasha every cool thing.
No, but that's where the copyright maybe.
Yes, that's. I mean, look, he knows
from experience. I mean, the same thing happened to us back in the days, like not too long. Where all of a sudden people were a certain brand was created a karakara for their little campaign, and I actually called the brand. I was like, no, this is not how we go down. You know, you don't then say, yeah, but it's a caravel bus. Then call it a caravel bus, because you're only doing it now because this song is big, right? And now you are culture vulturing. So even in this day, these people are just coming in. They're taking advantage of artists. Cut the check. That's my only thing. Just cut the check. Even if it's 10,000, man, just acknowledge it.
10.
No, whatever it is. But it's fine. But at least it's saying that you are acknowledging the fact that you are stealing from him.
Yes.
So don't. What does the call have to do with anything?
But is it stealing if they call you though and they say, yo?
Yes, it is.
Yes, because they called him after he threw
and after they had probably shot the ad.
I'm like,
exactly, because now they were trying to save themselves and be like, okay, actually maybe we did kind of screw up, maybe we should have called the homie prior, and now they're trying to save face when it's a little bit too late. The coin still got a call.
Keep doing that. Keep exposing these culture vultures, and I keep saying culture vultures because that's what they're doing.
Exactly, but Casper seems to find himself in hot water quite often these days, and like again, I did mention it is on social media. So he recently released a brand new single featuring Davido from Nigeria. This one is called Check on You. Really amazing song. I actually like the vibe that they put together, with a little bit of Afrobeat, a little bit of South African sound in that song as well. But here's where the twist is. Prince KB says Casper actually stole the chord progression from Charlotte and put it on that song. Did he really steal it, or was it something that is available to all producers to kind of use for that song?
But I mean, Cassper responded as well, saying the same. Malaika had the same chord progression.
Yes.
So for me, it's like I did not quite understand Prince KB's point. Chord progressions have been repeated before.
Yes.
Right. This is a different. They didn't take your melody. They didn't take your song. They didn't.
But if you listen to the song, I actually tried to test it. So I played the video and I listened to it, and I could actually kind of throw in the "I wanna seek with Charlotte" whatever while the song was actually playing. I was like, it's actually quite evident.
And could you do Malaika on it as well?
Didn't really quite test that.
But you see, but that means
when it comes to chords, that's why I even said this on the radio. Prince KB did a BS move, right? Because on my end, you could have easily called Kaz and said, "Yo, bro, I heard certain things on this song that sounded like my song. What's going on? Let's rectify things." The same way Kaz feels about the brand that supposedly stole his Shasha.
Yes.
The same treatment he was supposed to give Prince KB on my end. Plus, when it comes to chords, it's not like there's any royalties that come with it. On my end, I think Prince KB knows for a fact that there's no sense of legality that will back him up. Some of the biggest songs across the globe.
But then would that not be taken as sampling? I think for the naked ear, for someone who doesn't actually understand music production, where you get your chords, is that not a portion of a sample where then the original artist then needs to get credit for that?
No, if you don't steal a melody or lyrics from the actual song and you just steal chords, or from what I know, chords are not protected. You know, so
and it's also the progression, isn't how they're structured.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, if there's a case, man, the boom bap, people should be complaining. Boom, ka-ching,
yeah.
boom. Come on, So for me, it's like, I don't know what Prince KB's point is, and I guess you want to be in the conversation.
Yes.
People are trolling out here, and maybe he was just trolling. But I love Davido's response.
Congratulations, bro. You played yourself. Because that's what Prince KB did.
But Prince KB also died. I don't know what's actually happening with him. Maybe he's gotten himself in some sort of a hot space where he thinks he's like, everybody's out to get him, because now he's also beefing with Shimza.
The Shimza one is a bit funny.
The Shimza thing is actually quite hilarious because they're going back and forth. They're actually both being childish in my opinion.
But what's interesting is that the history of this record, Club Controller.
Yes.
Because when it started surfacing in December, it was, in clubs, and no one knew whose record this was.
Nobody knew whose song
You know what I mean?
was.
And now, a few people kind of claimed it. And then, so the story on the street is that Prince KB is the one that paid probably most money to these guys. But he says he was involved with the production. So my question is, if he was involved, why did these kids send it to Shimza? Because they didn't just send it to Shimza. There were other people as well that got the same beat.
But okay, just to kind of slow your roll there. So obviously, Club Control, it's December. Everybody's in the club. They're hearing this hot song. Everyone's like, what's going on? I heard on the street, straight up and down, it was Prince KB's song. At the time, obviously, it was just the instrumental. No lyrics had been put on the song. He said...
Oh, from the jump?
No, from the jump, it was purely instrumental. So at that point, everybody was literally just dancing to the instrumental. Only later, I think it was in January, where he actually went into studio. He then decided, he wants to put some lyrics on it, obviously, so he can submit it for radio. At that point, I just knew 110% it was Prince KB's song.
Even as an instrumental, you knew it as...
Even as an instrumental, I knew it as Prince KB's song. But that's obviously what I'm hearing from other DJs. Now, what also happens a lot of the time is when these bedroom producers produce a hit and they're just like, hey, I just want to be on, bro. They send it to everybody. Wonku muntu just have a good time. Similar to the Omunye thing with DJ Leg. Wonku muntu have a good time.
My understanding was that a bedroom DJ did it, send it to a few DJs, and then there was a bidding war. Right? And KB, everyone was offering whatever they want to offer. And that's how it became Prince KB's. So, but his explanation is that he actually was involved with the production. But the initial story I had, I knew that he bought it. He wasn't involved with the actual production. But if he was, he was. I don't know.
But that story is a little bit fishy, right? And I say fishy because Prince KB is saying that he started working on the song in June. And then in another interview, he said September.
Ooh,
now you mentioning Jan. Flavor was chatting to Tira. Now, this is where the big story is about this song. Tira does not want to reveal where he got the song. Shimza got the song from Tira. Flavor got the song from Shimza. Lebs of the Villain got the song from Shimza. But Tira does not want to reveal where he got the song. So if we can find out where did Tira get the song, then all of this will be sorted out.
I think we need to take a trip to Durban, maybe. Just knock on his door and be like,
Prince KB
Makoya parents.
Come over here, explain this thing to us.
Because the same thing with Omonye with DJ Lag and Destruction Boys. When I had a chat at Destruction Boys, Tira was a person who was also involved.
Malume.
So we do not know what's going on. Something must be.
Malume, you're hiding something from us, all right, sir? You need to come forth with the information.
Yeah.
But now it's getting super childish. Have you seen what's going on social media?
What's happening?
Shimza and Prince KB are just going back and forth, back and forth. And also Prince KB is also now accusing Shimza of not being a producer at all.
Yeah.
So it's getting to other levels of hate now. And I think also the fans are starting to get involved and they're trying to defend whoever's side they're on. I don't know. Prince KB, I appreciate your work. I really think you're really talented, especially from the ones and Tuesdays when you actually started on that TV show. Big ups to you and all your success. But not like this, brother. Please.
Also the fans,
pick up the phone or something.
The fans' response was classic on people like, why are you telling us about chord progressions? We got other things to worry about in life.
I love beef, man. Like, I think the guys should keep on fighting, do what they gotta do. Prince KB had the punchlines, did an interview on radio the other day. He was like, you can't compare AMGs to a Kia Picanto, assuming that Shimza is a Picanto, obviously, and he is the AMG. Wow. But it's fun. For me, it's exciting. We need more beef, man. Like, we can't have all these kumbaya vibes going on. Even gospel artists beef.
Someone says someone's gonna release a house diss track. How's that gonna work?
That's gonna be exciting. That's gonna be exciting. I can't wait for that.
That should be fun.
Yeah, it should be dope. Let's talk about AKA and Questa. They're gonna be performing Southwest. What?
Southwest.
That's what's
Southwest.
You went to KO last year, right?
Bro, let's set the record straight. I opened that door. We were the first ever to get invited.
Yeah.
You know, so
get it out there.
We were the first.
I opened that door.
We opened that door.
You guys wouldn't be here without me.
And I'm
I
happy.
am hip hop scholar.
And I'm happy that Questa followed up.
Yes.
You know, and now Keenan and Questa, that's important because we need the door open. You know what I mean? So that's, but just to set the, I just had to.
But what happens there? Like,
I mean, basically it's a 1 week long festival.
Is it 2 weeks? I think it's 2 weeks.
Yeah, because there's film and technology the week before, then the second week is music. And you really get to meet the movers and shakers of film, technology, and music across the world. So it happens in Austin, Texas, and just like normal conference, different venues, different things. That the vibe is amazing. It's really, really dope, and I mean it's a good look. Yeah, you know, because before then, a lot of artists used to go, South African artists, but they will, do that little puzzle shop set up in a little cafe on the side, South Africans performing to South Africans. So when we did it was the first time where we actually part of the official program.
Oh, nice.
Because we invited by South by.
Oh, that's dope.
And then Questa followed up, and now I hear it's Questa and AKA, which is pretty dope. Once again, hip hop always moving culture forward.
Yeah.
But on my end, I feel like how's Cass been doing this? You know what I mean? Going overseas and just rocking and filling up shows. What I want to know, right?
Filling up what shows?
No, I'm just saying, like, you look at what Coffee's doing. You look this other house, Bujo Mojo. If we trace way back with this Kopergoko sound, Lea Martin, it's been rocking overseas for the longest of time. So on my end, it's great for hip hop music. We're excited for the movement, definitely moving up to the next level. But which songs do you think Keenan could perform that side that people will not say it sounds American? Because Questa on his end, and you look at KO. Would we say that's authentically South African?
Yes, that's a Brenda Fassie sample.
No, I'm asking. I'm throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there.
I don't even think Keenan sounds American. I really don't.
He doesn't.
I think Keenan, look, obviously he's got language limitations, right? But when you listen to the music, it's very vibe. It's got a South African groove. Keenan always makes music that has a South African groove in it.
Yeah,
not all the time on mine.
He does.
Not all
and I think you're probably basing it on like the trap type of stuff, where if he wants to spaz because trap is cool right now, then he'll do that type of a sound. But his radio singles are always South African.
Maybe it's because
sound.
right now I'm not rating him high.
The world is yours.
Two songs that he dropped.
How is that even close to being an American record?
No, the two songs right now that he's dropped on my end were literally a waste of time.
Yeah, those two songs. Let's
not beat around the bush
for those ones.
You know, like Star Signs. No one is playing Star Signs. Yeah. I think the reason why most people are even playing Sweet Love.
It's not a radio single though.
Star Signs.
Yeah. So Sweet Fire, the direction or the strategy for those two singles was release Star Signs because that's going to be the street song, similar to how he did Composure at the time, and then I think he dropped Baddest afterwards, if I'm not mistaken.
That was the last time he rapped.
Then Baddest was then the single in conjunction with Composure. Now Sweet Fire is the radio single.
I think Sweet Fire is only picking up momentum because of the honesty in it. It's like a love story dedicated to Bonang. Yeah. And I think that's why it's gained more lanes.
And it's funny because it's still catching an L.
You know, it's for me, that song, honestly, that's the only reason why I picked up momentum, and it's okay. Star signs, he's talking about melanin and liquid fruit. I'm like, what's going on over here? Shout outs to Tumi for coming on that song. Stogie T saved it, murked it.
Yeah, no, he
came through with real fire on that track.
Yeah.
But hey, man, at the end of the day, the music is the music. What can we do?
So, I can't wait for the album Touch My Blood. I hopefully it does touch our blood, because right now my blood is still flowing. No shock, no change. It's still fine. So hopefully, yeah, AK is going to drop a fire project.
Really his last one?
No, man, I think it's a publicity stunt, bro. Like, rappers have said.
And you know, he's changed his mind a couple of times. I won't perform for international artists, and then he did it afterwards. So please, I think it's what he's feeling at the moment. Like, oh, I'm done with this music thing, because people aren't vibing me right now. Trust me, he's gonna need to make money. How's he gonna make money? He needs to jump on stages. How do you jump on stages? With a single. So he's going to record again. Trust me.
But you see, the thing I love about AKA is just his raw honesty, and he's very. For me, he's an open book, right? So when he feels like, maybe he actually feels like quitting this thing right now. You know what I mean? It might be publicity, but just knowing him that when he speaks whatever that's in his heart and mind. And I feel like right now, he might be feeling like, listen, man, maybe I don't want to do this thing. Maybe I got no inspiration to do this thing.
I doubt it, bro.
Listen, I think it's because he's going through the phase.
He's going through a lot.
He just got dumped, the poor guy. Come on.
He did that Hype magazine interview. He said he's no longer AKA, now he's Keenan Forbes. Now he's AK again. He told us, his fans, to go screw ourselves. He doesn't need us. Now he tweeted and said, I love you guys. Come give me a hug. Now we need to buy him liquid fruit. He just dropped his cruise vodka thing in my cheek. No, I just think AK literally, when he's going through a moment, he will literally tell everyone to go.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that that's why we like him, because he will open himself.
I appreciate the honesty.
You know what I mean?
As much as I don't agree with half of what he says, I appreciate the fact that he can be frank about how he feels.
I think it would be dope if he took his Twitter bars and put them on a song sometime.
That's what I keep expecting, but we never get a song like that.
Like,
why?
you see his Twitter bars, when Forbes goes in on Twitter, everybody's like, oh.
Yes, that's...
And then when he drops a song, like Star Signs, when he said, I haven't rapped in the longest of time, what I'm about to hook the game up with is going to be the plug. Then the song drops, I'm like, liquid fruit.
You know what?
Splash.
Forget Keenan, man. So, babes, what do and Black Panthers, Java.
Did you watch? Have you seen the movie? Let's start there.
Yeah, I've seen the movie.
I think the best part for me was, because I only knew Babes' feature on the album. So the feature was obviously that song that she does with, I think it's Georgia Smith, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it's a different artist. Can't remember. But I thought that was her only involvement in the entire movie. When I watched it, I was like, oh, now there's a scene where they've got the gom happening there with the water. I was like, sheesh, this is actually quite like a real thing. So big ups to Babes, man. I'm quite happy for her. I'm excited for her. And I think she needs to take it to the top. She just mustn't give us the same thing over and over. Because gom kind of, gets a little repetitive at times. But
you know what I think? I think West Inc., Mampincha, Babes, whoever that actually runs the business, they have to realize that these opportunities don't come twice. Lightning doesn't strike twice. That's so this is the time for them to actually be pushing themselves and grinding. Babes should be at South by Southwest.
Yeah, true.
Right? So for me, it's like you gotta start having a global outlook. So it's one thing that you're on the Black Panther soundtrack, you are also in the movie, but if you're not going to take that and hustle yourself into international stardom, I mean, you got Swiss Beats posting your record, people dancing, showing these little dances across the world, but I still think that these guys are not running with it. And that's where, see, there's a difference. If it was hip-hop,
on my end, I feel like it's education that's possibly hindering Omapincha from actually getting Babes to the level that she's supposed to be.
Don't call yourself a music executive then.
Because on my end, you look at what Tira did for Uzodwa, just Zodwa alone, where he took her in, cleaned her up in a sense of the business acumen to it. Now she's gigging for a good 35,000, moving all the way up. So on my end, where Babes is actual talent, Black Panther, all these Americans and everyone noticing her music, I think she should literally be in another level right now when it comes to breaking
the thing, right?
And she got her visa. Because it's tricky now, because she got nominated for the BETs. Did she go?
Nope, she didn't.
You see, those things start like slowing the process down. And it's like, you can't be held back by admin.
But it's actually held back by visa. In 2018.
But you look at what happened to Lira when she was with Arthur. Sometimes it's literally who is your boss.
What, with who?
Remember Lira when was with Arthur? She was talented, but her career actually blew up when she left Arthur.
Then, That's a whole different beast.
Maybe she just needs to leave the bed because we know they share the same bed.
Shoo, you're getting a little spicy right now.
You know,
change the duvet covers.
It will definitely be for me to be a sad case if they don't really maximize on the opportunity. You know, because I'm hoping that the ambitious guys do. You know, with Saudi and Java. You know, because I think they also delivered strong.
I love the song that Java's on. Woo. I think the one thing about that guy's voice is that he comes through every single time.
Yeah,
that's true.
So big ups to Ambitious, big ups to Java, Saudi, Babes Wotumo, Yugen Blackrock, because people are also not giving her much love, but like she's on the album as well.
So let's talk about the boys Migos. Well, they did rock a couple of honeys this side, but this time around it's the lawsuit.
What do you know that you're not telling us?
Come on now.
Anyway, let's get to the lawsuit.
Yeah. 2015, apparently they started a situation in some club, and there was some assaults and stuff that happened, and now there's a lawsuit. You were telling me about the story when we were getting ready.
See, for me, is that BS again. Like, so if it happened in 2015, right? Why didn't they sue them in 2015? Now that Migos is having such a great run, right, and they're making some money now. This club, apparently they incited a riot and property was destroyed, blah blah blah, right? The typical rap concert stuff. So for me, I mean, whether they did that or they didn't, but why, it's almost like they waited for them to blow up. And now that there's such this big brand that is now, and the lawsuit is only coming in now. So for me, it's like, come on, sue me ASAP. I mean, you know what I mean? It's been 3 years. So that's my only gripe with the lawsuit.
Why do people do that? It's actually quite exhausting. But also just generally what happens in those types of clubs and those types of situations. I mean, Chris Brown was in a situation where there was a gun pulled out at a club, and obviously he was within the media. But are you now going to say Chris Brown specifically incited that drama, or he would just happen to be there? And now all of a sudden there's a case and it's hitting the publications. So I really feel like people are just trying to make a quick buck out of the situation. And it's unfortunate that it's happening with the boys. But I also hope that we're defending the right people, because it'll be mighty awkward if they were involved.
Listen, this is hip hop.
These things happen.
So you're saying because it's hip hop they're allowed to incite violence?
No, I'm saying,
what are you
like,
saying?
You know, it's a hip hop show. It's going to get rowdy up in there. So, you know, toughen up on your security. Make sure that everything. So the thing is these promoters, they want to book artists and they know what kind of crowd you pull. And then when things go wrong, all of a sudden they want to put the onus on talent. No, you did not do your job. You know what I mean? You know what kind of crowd you're bringing in. So make sure that you got your stuff, you know, sorted in the background as well.
And rap in America is really, really hard. Like, if you're gonna come through and you try and smack one of the rappers, they ain't gonna take selfies and say God must bless you. You know.
And mind you, that happens at almost every hip hop concert. Because I had attended Summer Jam. I think it was 2 years back. And even there, like, one person literally got up and took one of those chairs and started banging it on somebody else. Are you gonna blame Hot 97 for that fight, or you're going to blame the people who are in the crowd? Unfortunately, that's just the type of people that are attending these types of events. But it is what it is. Nonetheless, we do have a song that we want to kind of check out and say whether we think it's fat or whether we think it's whack. DJ Khaled, the best.
Another one.
Another one.
Yes.
He gave us another one.
Top off.
Top off. Featuring the king or queen of hip hop, Jay-Z, as well as Beyonce, and the sidekick Future. I don't know why he's on the song.
Wow. But Future adds that sauce to the song.
He does add sauce. I just thought he was loud. That's my only thing.
That hook was dated. Like,
exactly. It sounded
so,
like
sounded old.
It sounded like that other song he did with Jay-Z, man.
For Khaled as well.
Yes.
I got the keys. No.
I got the keys. Yes. It sounds like I got the keys.
Look.
Nonetheless, okay, so we're trying to figure out who bodied who, because we all know Queen B came through.
I mean,
and everybody was like, yo, Beyonce's verse. They did not go, yo, Jay-Z. They did not go, yo, Future.
But no, I think they did that because she was kind of rapping, singing. It's like, okay, but Jay, come on. Like, Beyonce was nice. I'm not saying she slayed.
Don't be a hater.
Nah, bro, this time around. Even how Jay just says, B. Bambalia, and then B sings.
What's yes?
And she goes
but
and she really rocked all the way through on that song.
I'm not saying, I mean, no, actually, the only one person there's Future.
Wow.
They should have just kept it the Carters. You know what I mean? I think B was strong. You know what I mean? But literally, Jay is the god.
You're just saying that because you're trying to save face with Jay.
No, not even. Like, come on.
But shout out to Jay for actually telling us the truth about the $91,000 bill.
But that's the thing, like
it was
just,
nice. It was nice.
Jay drops jewels, like
Yes.
it's just,
You know,
it's
nice.
and B was nice. She was, you know, because we didn't expect her to come. Like I think that in her shitting on, I kind of think it's actually going at Kim. Like I swear,
Wow.
it sounds to me like it's that, you know, top 2, but I'm not number 2, and
Yes.
then like all those things. That's you know, who else could she's speaking of? I mean, she can't be speaking of Rihanna.
Exactly, and I think
Rihanna's family.
She's tried to maintain a good relationship with Rihanna, whereas she's actually very honest about the fact that she don't mess with Kim.
Yeah. And she's speaking about celebrity, not about artistry. She's just speaking about celebrity, and she just.
Like for me, it's bragging on another level when she says, like it makes me want to become part of the beehive. She says, if you want to party with the queen, you got to sign a non-disclosure. I think we need to start doing that because some of these
another thing why I say she's going at Kim is my body real, my jewels real, my cash real. So why would she say my body real? Who's she going at?
Nikki got a fake ass.
Nah, she's not going. She's Nikki's girl.
No, Nikki's a homie. Relax.
But she's Nikki's girl.
But when we talk about how many girls got...
No, do you know what it is? I think Beyonce's biggest gripe with Kim is that she has no talent. She got famous off of a sex tape. There's really nothing to her besides the fact that she's beautiful. So Beyonce's gripe is...
Let's not take away from Kim, no, for me, I'm not gonna lie.
What's her talent? Please tell me.
She knows how to make money.
How? How?
That woman literally, like,
every time Beyonce appears on TV, Kim posts a naked picture. Why would she do that?
We're living in a totally different era, right? In a sense that you honestly don't have to have a voice or do all these other things that other people consider talent. On my end, Kim is a freaking cash cow. That woman knows how to monetize a following. With all these stupid things, hate it or love it, the Kardashians are an empire. You know?
That's true. I mean, she's the original slave queen. I mean, and they're all, you know, making money. I mean, that's what that's it, right? All you're selling is face and ass, right? And so I don't think that's too much, unless if you're really, really bad at business. If you got a pretty face and a fatty and you're willing to get naked, even on the gram, we're seeing it. So for me, it's like, okay, you did that. That's cool. But on a bigger level, I do think that the West and the Carters are beefing.
Also on my end, I feel like women need to start appreciating each other. If you guys are going to be saying that y'all are united, if one woman is not a singer but she's found means and ways of celebrating her body and monetize that, either you'll jump in the bath with her and celebrate it, because we will download those apps and see Nikki and see those booties from Kim Kardashian. Shout out to Kanye who wakes up to that every morning. I can't hate on that, guys. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know about celebrating somebody who I don't. No, I'm not judging. At the end of the day, if you're against my morals, I'm not going to support what you stand for. But I'm also not going to make it as apparent. Do you know what I mean? That's why she slipped it in a verse. She slipped it in a okay, here's a subliminal jab. I'm not gonna shame you, but here's a jab. Maybe you can take it. Take your L for the day.
Just because your sex tape is never leaked, don't judge it.
Whatever.
No, but I think it's a battle of celebrity.
Yeah,
that's what it is. But I mean, you know, Kim, get your money.
Get your money, girl.
Well, while Kim's trying to get her money, we're trying to get our money too as well. Thank you so much for joining us. This is On a Daily. My name is Miss Cosmo. Hip Hop Scholar.
Love is love. Thank you for watching On a Daily.
And we've got DJ Savvy.
Yo, guys, this is how I felt this week. I gotta get it off my chest. I have no issues with none of y'all, my ninjas.
He's gonna go and download Kim now. Thank you so much. Join us tomorrow.